From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Probably the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44, Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down and 8. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, watch that. Attack. Mike, 54. Here we go. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 4. Hey, 57 color. Watch the run.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's crashing. He's checking crowd.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go ultra. Check 1-3. Switch. Left. Go peak.
To throw, it's Lance. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Ready?
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
57, Mike, 57. Get that quarterback at all times. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check it back, check it back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Crunch time, defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah. Nice 57. 57's Mike. All day. All day. Hey, 43.
Mahomes now on first down. Slant pass to Edwards-Helaire. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And so much of football is about mismatches. And here, they're going to line their running back out wide to the right. And I think defensively, there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that. And they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
No. Check three. Show me Sunday.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hey, check Mike 57. I'm here all day. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm here all day. Hey, switch gears. Yellow. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Tackles. Shit.
They go play fake. Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Lance looking to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. Shift. Hey, check 24.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
From midfield, here's Lance. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, 43, 15. Check safety. Check 37. You go 15. You got time right there. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. He's checking.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. From the 9, 2nd and 5. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, D-line. All right. Check. Check out.
Now McKinnon. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 15. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 15. Check 15. Hey, motion backfield. Motion backfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Set, ready, black, 95. Ultra. 36. Strike. Check, strike.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ready, set. Smash, red.
Desperation time here. Lance trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Finding Gray going across the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Lance now to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On the ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lance now on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Lance. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 45 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Lance back to throw. That is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Check 23. Switch. Check 24. Hey, watch it.
Third and short, McKinnon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.